Welcome to Quickscribe Online 2.0 Civic Laws. This video will introduce you to some of the key features of this service. However, this is a general overview only, so please refer to the other videos located on the help page for a more thorough review of each feature. Before I take you on the tour, I'd like to provide you with some background information about this service and point out some of the key features that will be of use to local governments in BC. Access instructions will also be provided. People are often surprised to learn Quickscribe is a locally owned and operated Victoria-based company that has been providing an affordable and reliable legislation service since 1984. In fact, between 2006 and October 2019, Quickscribe was contracted by iCompass Technologies, Inc., now Diligent, to provide legislation services for nearly all BC local governments. On November 1st, 2019, Quickscribe takes over full responsibility for this business, which means you now have direct access to the company that has been serving you behind the scenes for over a decade. Over the years, most local governments were relying on Council View's online service as their primary source for legislation. However, Quickscribe is now transitioning these clients over to the new CivicLaws version of the platform, which is tailored for BC local government users. In a nutshell, Quickscribe Online CivicLaws is designed to make it easier for you to navigate, research, collaborate, and keep tabs on annotated laws that matter most to local governments in BC. The service is not only used by the vast majority of local governments in BC, but the generic version of the legislation platform is also used by most BC government ministries, provincial court judges, and thousands of other professionals throughout the province. I'll now briefly highlight some of the key features and benefits before taking you on a tour of the platform. Probably the most important thing to remember about this service is that the legislative content on Quickscribe is typically updated several weeks before any other source. In fact, we are often able to consolidate and publish changes within hours of them coming into force. We also routinely publish early consolidations of local government laws, which means you will have the opportunity to view how a law will look once it eventually comes into force. Quickscribe is also known for delivering timely notifications to alert you to both recent and pending changes to local government laws. For example, our popular keyword alert tool will notify you of any new legislative activity dealing with keywords or topics of your choosing. This tool is ideal for staff who wish to be notified of relevant legislation concerning topics of interest, but are not necessarily sure what laws or bills to keep tabs on. More on this feature shortly. The navigation system and search functions were built here in BC and tailored to reflect the tasks you typically need to perform. The user-friendly interface will ensure new staff can start using the service without extensive training, and the intuitive layout and search tools will ultimately save you time finding what you need. Quickscribe Online also offers a date calculator, which was carried over from the old Council View's platform. The date calculator builds a schedule of tasks for procedures in Local Government Act and Community Charter that have timelines and/or notification requirements such as general elections, by-elections, public hearings, and referenda. If you are referencing a section of law such as the Community Charter, do you think it would be helpful to know that that section was recently amended? Quickscribe's historical point-in-time features will highlight exactly where there have been changes and when these changes occurred. With a single click, you can even view how the section read prior to the change. A new Hansard feature provides local governments with a better understanding of how a section or law came to be and, more importantly, how it should be applied. For example, if you select an H icon adjacent to a section in the Community Charter, you will be able to view an actual snippet of a debate that happened in the legislature dealing with that section. Often, a minister may, for example, provide some clarity on the intent behind the section, which can be very helpful. Finally, Quickscribe now offers a dynamic annotation component that allows you to collaborate on important legislation topics with your colleagues. Plus, you can also benefit from annotations and commentary contributed by some of the most respected local government lawyers in BC. For example, by clicking on the pencil icon anywhere in the legislation database, you can publish your own personal annotation or note next to any section of law. You own the rights to these annotations, and they are fully encrypted so nobody can view them except for you. You also have the option of publishing annotations so that they are visible to your colleagues or anyone who is assigned to your local government Quickscribe account. Your colleagues will be able to share these organizational annotations only with those who are under your account. Colleagues can even publish a response and provide supplemental information to an existing organizational annotation posted by a peer. The idea is to facilitate communication and collaboration on the legislation and topics your group refers to most often. Finally, everyone using the service will benefit from ongoing annotations contributed by some of the most respected local government lawyers in BC. These Quickscribe expert annotators will provide helpful insight into relevant local government law and related cases. How you access Quickscribe will depend on how your organization's account is set up. Most local government accounts are set up in a way that will require everyone to create a personal username and password to gain access to the site. Simply go to this link and plug in your assigned temporary username and password. If you are unsure about the temporary password, please contact us directly and we will be happy to assist you. Once you enter your temporary password, you will then be prompted by the Account Upgrade Wizard to create your own personal username and password. Usernames are tied to your work email address and cannot be shared. For some local governments, selecting this link will automatically grant you access to the basic Quickscribe site through an IP authentication, no password required. While it's convenient for accessing the basic features of the service, we encourage you to still create a personal username and password to unlock some of the new customizable features such as the annotations and custom alerts. To do this, you can create your own password by selecting the Create Personalized Account located on top when you first log into Quickscribe, as shown here. So let's get started with the tour. Let's begin with the basic ways to locate or find a law. Quickscribe includes access to all BC statutes, regulations, bills, orders, and select federal laws. On the left navigation, you can set up an unlimited number of bookmarks to specific sections or laws you refer to most often. To add a bookmark, simply select the bookmark icon adjacent to the law or section of interest. Below the bookmark section, you will see a list of laws you recently accessed. There is also a general browse feature on the left where you can view current laws, historic laws including those that are repealed, bills, and orders in council. Aside from bookmarks, the fastest way to locate the law is to use the title search located at the top of the homepage or from the dedicated search page itself. Simply begin typing numbers of a regulation or letters for the title of law you are searching for, and the list will begin to generate as you type. The top navigation bar includes numerous helpful tools that relate to the law that is open on your screen. For example, you can access full-text historical versions of the law as they read at different points in history. These dates represent a point in time when the law was amended, so you can view the full text of the law as it read the day before the amendments came into force. You can also determine the period of time that the law read this way both before and after subsequent changes. At any time from within the law, you can call up a definition window which will extract and display a list of all definitions throughout the law in one convenient spot, and you won't lose your spot in the document. This in-document keyword search will save you time by quickly jumping to a section of interest or finding keywords within the document. The Proposed Changes section will highlight and link you to proposed changes that have not yet come into law. From within the law itself, you will notice numerous color-coded amendment flags throughout the legislation. These not only serve to notify when and where amendments took place, but with one click you will be able to view how the section read prior to the change coming into force. Quickscribe's popular PDF function makes it easy for you to print off select sections of the law as needed. You can do this from the table of contents by selecting the PDF icon adjacent to the group of sections you wish to print. And you can opt to print the legislation as is, or you have the option to print the section with or without any annotations that are assigned to the section. The professional-looking PDF is date-stamped, includes headers and footers, and seamlessly binds the sections you selected into a clean, single document. No wasted paper. To search for specific words or phrases across all legislation, expert annotations and Hansard use the keyword search function on the main search bar, located on the home page or a dedicated search page. From the search bar itself, change the option from title search to keyword search. Quickscribe's new search engine is smart, fast, and includes Boolean and proximity operators. A full list of search options can be viewed by clicking the question mark on the side of the search bar, including a link to a help page dedicated to searching. As a general suggestion, remember to use quotation marks for any inquiry that exceeds one word. The search results page will display all the various documents that include references to your query in order of relevance. You can also sort the number of hits per law by changing the filter to sort by law. This will help save you an enormous amount of time and will draw your attention to references within laws you might not first think to explore. Quickscribe Online also includes thousands of select Hansard excerpts that will help to provide you with some background information about the sections of law you referenced. Hansard refers to the debates that happen in the BC legislature when politicians discuss new legislation. Quickscribe has scoured through these debates over the years and have selected relevant discussions that will provide you with some insight as to how the section came to be, and more importantly, how the law is to be applied. If you see an H icon adjacent to a section, this indicates that there is a Hansard reference relating to that section. For example, a snippet may include the minister responding to a question by the opposition, whereby he or she will clarify the meaning or intent of the section being discussed. These Hansard are fully searchable, and more are being added all the time. To learn more about Hansard and how we've applied it, visit the dedicated Hansard homepage and select the Learn More option at the top. A video tutorial is also available here and in the General Help menu. Located on the top menu bar, Quickscribe's alert page will introduce you to a number of powerful tools that will help you keep track of important upcoming and recent changes to local government laws of your choosing. The BC Legislative Digest is one of the most comprehensive tools for tracking all types of legislative activity. By category of law, including local government law, or in most cases, I would suggest using this tool to keep tabs on a few key laws of your choosing. Here's how you can set up an alert to receive timely notifications of both pending and recent changes to the Local Government Act and Community Charter. This page will give me the option of receiving notification of pending changes when they are first proposed or introduced, and/or simply receive notification when changes come into law. The Quickscribe Reporter is our most popular information alert, and not only serves as a general overview of new laws and amendments that come into force each month, but also includes informative new articles and case references by category of law. Select the local government category for relevant news and legislative information. We think you will love the new Keyword Alert feature, designed to help you stay informed by alerting you to new legislative activity or Hansard that includes keywords or topics of your choosing. This personalized alert tool is easy to set up and is ideal for those who wish to track legislative activity and new legislative debates dealing with specific subject matter that don't necessarily know what bills or laws to keep tabs on. For example, if you want to be alerted when any new or pending legislation that references local elections, simply select this as your keyword alert and we will email you with a direct link to the source within hours of the words being referenced. It's that easy. More information about this tool is available through the video tutorial on the Keyword Alert homepage. If you only wish to receive notification of amendments to specific sections or parts of the law, you can do so by setting up tracked amendments. To do this, simply click on the tracking icon adjacent to the section you wish to receive notification for. Doing so will turn the icon green to indicate that you are set up to receive an email alert whenever there's a change. Clicking on the icon again will remove the tracking. You can also manage your section tracking alerts from the Alerts page or from your My account at the top. Finally, you can also set up an alert to get notified when new annotations are posted to relevant laws such as the Local Government Act and Community Charter. Or simply follow individuals such as colleagues or one of Quickscribe's local government expert contributors. We will elaborate on how to do this shortly in the annotation section of the video. Located on the left navigation, the date calculator is a convenient tool for local government administrators to quickly determine statutory deadlines and requirements for various events such as general elections, by-elections, public hearings, and referenda. The calculator builds a schedule of tasks for procedures in the Local Government Act and Community Charter that specify timeliness and notification requirements for these events. A new version of the date calculator is in the works. In addition to the color-coded amendment arrows and the older versions of this law drop-down list that we've just reviewed, Quickscribe also includes a number of powerful standalone historical research tools that are designed to save you time with more complex historical research tasks. For those who require a more detailed historical account of legislative changes and want to learn how these tools can help, I would encourage you to view the Historical Research Tools video tutorial located on this page or on the Help page. This portion of the video will introduce you to the general concept of how annotations work, but I encourage you to have a look at the video tutorial accessible on the main annotations homepage to ensure you're making full use of this powerful resource. If you have created your own username and password, you can take advantage of the annotations and other custom features on the site. By clicking any pencil icon adjacent to a law or section, you can create a personal note and save it as a private annotation, which is the default, or make it visible to others in your organization. You can supplement your note by creating links to related documents online and create convenient links to other sections or laws on Quickscribe. You can even upload a small PDF, perhaps a bylaw or policy, from your computer. In addition to private annotations, you have an option to publish organizational annotations for the benefit of your colleagues. These organizational annotations can be viewed by and shared with only those individuals who are assigned to your secured local government account. In fact, colleagues can engage in relevant discussions by replying to organizational annotations. These discussions will help to facilitate collaboration on relevant issues and provide clarity and context for new staff who join your team in the future. When new annotations are added, the appropriate icon will appear adjacent to the section. There can be unlimited annotations assigned to one section, each providing valuable supplemental information about that section. Annotations contributed by one of Quickscribe's expert annotators are identified with the star icon. Quickscribe's growing list of expert contributors includes some of the most reputable local government lawyers in BC. These legal professionals provide you with valuable insight and will draw your attention to relevant cases that relate to the section you are viewing. You can even follow users to receive alerts whenever they post. or set up alerts to notify you when new annotations are posted to laws of your choosing. The concept here is to keep you and your colleagues engaged and informed about new cases and legislative activity impacting the laws that govern our local communities. Finally, you can manage all your annotations, alerts, bookmarks, and profile information through your My Account page at the top. So that concludes the short tour of the service. Quickscribe offers local governments free live demonstrations and training seminars, so please contact us to schedule a time that works for your office. And finally, as a small local service provider, we are more accessible than you may think, so don't hesitate to contact us with questions or suggestions on how you would like to see this BC local government service evolve. Emails are responded to within minutes, and more often than not, owner Mike Pasta will be there to take most calls that come into the office, a testament to our commitment to personal customer care.